Hello. It is Moonshine Oracle with a Cheshire cat Grin on what remains of this waning crescent. Those of you who don't know or understand, waning means old energy going bye-bye. Decrescendo, decrease, and so on down that line. Disclaimers are in the description boxes because I will not be dealing with anybody's triggered, unhealed bullshit. You gotta go moving on. Like, somebody here keeps trying to police someone, like their life, their house, their job, their relationships, their money, and all that jazz. And I mean, it's just like people who are guilty of trying to police something in someone's life, they about to get their fucking shit rocked. One of the things I found out, it depends on your lease agreement and so on down that line. Like, if you file complaints that are like to harass a person and stuff like that, like whether it's a neighbor, an adjacent property, like outlining wherever it is you're renting and stuff like that, it can be grounds for eviction. And some people just genuinely have nothing better to do with their time. But I'm also getting to, is somebody is sending reports in on people because, like, your neighbor doesn't want it to be traced back to them, so they're getting a friend to do it. But the thing is, energy knows energy, and like, people who can read spirits, energy, and stuff like that, like, we know it was you. We know it was you. We could also tell it was you because if you're going after a person who was already trying to take care of the problem at hand, but you filed a report anyway and just made the problem worse. But baby, in order for your team, if you will, to protect you from backlash, you have to be in the right. Because if you're in the wrong, then guess what? You're in the wrong. And if you're doing it on behalf of a friend or a relative, then guess what? It's going to be that friend or that relative that gets the smoke because they're connected to you and your bullshit. People really don't understand what guilty by association means, because the guilty party points a finger and gets a whole group to go after folks. Guess what? That whole group that participated, they gonna get the smoke too because they acted on someone's behalf. Now, my thing is this: when you knowingly act on a lie, you know it's a lie, you learned the truth, but you're still on the attack, you and I. Like, that's a choice. You and I. You jealous, you envious, you something. Because to do that without ever getting the other person's side of the story, that's a decision. Like, that's how you feel. You've already decided to be against that person. So believe me when I say that backlash nowadays is going to be painfully instant. And you really do have to be careful with that shit, because a lot of times somebody may not view themselves as a prophet, but they are treated as if they are a prophet. In other words, they are not loved in their hometown. Like, people don't put respect on their name until karma is whooping their ass. And I mean, it shouldn't take, I don't know, it's like the person who's been calling reports on me and my neighbors and stuff like that. Like, the other ones, it's justifiable. For me, I was proactively trying to get my lawnmower fixed and get the problem handled in the backyard and stuff like that. But it's like in the meantime, in between time, we've sprayed the weed killer down and all that other shit. So when I do go through with the mower, it's coming right up. And some of it I was able to pull up by hand with a garden hoe, which I found very interesting. And it's also quite the workout too, which I like. But at the same time, it's like I can low-key prove this person who made the report is overstepping their bounds because, one, I have privacy screening up everywhere. Two, you have to come up to the property line to see what's going on and, like, nosy. Three, if you're not a gardener, I'm going to tell you this here and now. A planter, a dog scattered across the backyard, that ain't trash. But what you are is trash for filling out that report. But it also gives me the grounds to be petty about it publicly. Because guess what? I have receipts that I have been trying to take care of this problem. I have proof that I called for help to help with this issue. And so on down that line. But it's just like this person thinks they have the power. It's a big tee hee hee ha ha ha. Because they didn't see me doing anything about it until after the officer knocked on my door and so on. But it's like, bitch, I have been trying to take care of this problem 2 weeks before this shit show ever happened. The fuck? But at the same time, it gives me the grounds to be petty. And I love it because people who cause problems, like, they don't know what people like me have in our arsenal. They don't know what people like me have in our arsenal. So case in point, with my neighbors, one of them, their dog is aggressive. I have been extremely gracious about it for years. They have had parties till 1 o'clock in the morning, rev their engines and the whole nine. I have been extremely gracious. I did not file a noise complaint. In fact, I'm the only neighbor on the block who has not filed a noise complaint. But you know what's funny is grace has its limits. It's all fun and games until the people who have been gracious, compassionate, and understanding, no more. Like, again, it has its limits. Because nobody will try you like the people you have been incredibly gracious with. I said what I said. Grace has its limits. And y'all fresh out because the Bible says forgive 70 times 7 times. That's 490 times. Guess what, bitch? We on 491. And like the TikTok sound a few years ago during the pandemic said, forgive says, my God, forgive 490 times. On 491, I'm swinging. Guess what? It's 491, 492, 493, and I'm ready to file a lawsuit. Yeah. It's litigation time. It is police report time. It's I wish a stupid bitch would. This is not the season of the da-dee-da-dee bitch. It's the season of you pissed off the right one. Because now I got a whole dossier. But the thing is, I'm not the only one in this boat. Because see, my thing is these people unknowingly, whether they realize it or not, they declared war on your spirit team when they did all this shit. They declared war. They gossiped about you. That's a declaration of war. They trespassed on your property. Excuse me. That is a declaration of war. They had the power company disconnect your power so that way they could bypass your security alarm and cameras. That's a declaration of war. And so on down that line. They put a tracker on your car so they can know where you were at all times. That is a declaration of war. Blocking you from getting married and starting a family is a declaration of war. Trying to tamper with your overall quality of life is a declaration of war. Like, somebody here just does not realize that they have opened Pandora's box. Because no one will accuse you of being petty like the people who were petty with you first. Because I'm hearing like a spiritual judge say, pass the dossier. So you know what? Folks are going to wish they stayed in their lane and minded their beeswax. Because I'm going to tell you this here and now. Them tables flip. Shoe on the other foot. It's time for them to deal with every single thing they put you through. And with that, it is fair and it's just. And with that, everyone enjoy your weekend.